Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is O-Sheena. I am going to be sharing all of the Christian mysteries that I have to recommend, and then really I'm going to show you like a TBR as well, because there are so many Christian mysteries that I have not even tried yet, and there's a lot out there. So yeah, I'm just going to show the ones that I have read and recommend them to you, and then show you some that I own that I'm definitely interested in and I want to read more of. So my first dabble into Christian mystery was Dani Petra, and I read Submerged earlier this year, and I fell in love with the plot line of it and just the way it was written. I ended up loving the characters, and like following a murder mystery with Christians was just really interesting because like God was so involved in their life that like it really impacted how the mystery went, and it was just really enjoyable to read. So yeah, this follows a girl who is going back to Alaska because her aunt passes away and is actually like in a plane crash, and it turns out that it's a murder, and so she and this other guy are trying to solve the murder of her aunt, and there's a bunch of like mystery about what her aunt was up to, and then it's their relationship as well. So there tends to always be romance in Christian books, I find, which I don't mind because I definitely love reading romance. It's very enjoyable for me. So yeah, there was a mystery, but then also it was about this relationship. So I fell in love with it. I read the whole series so quickly because it just was so well written, and I loved the characters, I loved the setting, and every mystery kind of built on each other, and they weren't like unrealistic in my opinion. They made sense and the characters were smart, and yeah. So I definitely would recommend that if you haven't tried Dani Petra yet. I think that's a good place to start because I haven't read anything else from Dani Petra and I definitely want to. But then I also, after talking about Christian mystery, so many people recommended Dee Henderson, in particular the O'Malley series. So I did read The Negotiator, which is the first book. I've read the prequel, The Negotiator, and then book two and three, yeah. So I'm on book 4, I haven't read it yet, but The Negotiator was really fun to read. I like these are adults, they are like in their late 30s kind of thing, so that was a really fun difference to see in a book. This one is set in Chicago, I believe, and it follows a girl who is, or a woman, who is a negotiator, so hence The Negotiator. She's a negotiator, a hostage situation negotiator. She like talks to hostage situation criminals. Sure. And so it opens with her being at a bank trying to stop these bank robbers from killing everyone. And then in the bank, one of the hostages is a guy, and he is actually an FBI agent, so he kind of like works with her and helps her, and then they have a connection, and there's more mystery behind some things that are going on, so they end up working together because he's in the FBI. So yeah, it was just really fun. She has a bunch of brothers, and there's some sisters too. It's a very long series following these siblings, so if you want another Christian mystery, definitely check this one out. Alright, also Terri Blackstock writes really great mysteries that are just fun. This book follows a guy who is accused of murdering his ex-wife, and it's the story of solving who actually killed her. He has a bunch of sisters who like help him, but he's in jail. So yeah, you're following all the sisters' perspectives. Like there was a lot of high stakes, but it also was written in a very like lighthearted way. The rest of the books get a little bit darker, I would say. They're less lighthearted, but still it's like a Christian series. So these books in particular though really have like a faith component of these characters are struggling with their faith, and so by the end of the book, like whatever character you're following usually has some kind of come back to Jesus moment where they're like, okay, I believe that he is good no matter what kind of thing. Another good Christian mystery I would recommend. Now this one isn't exactly a mystery, but I would still, I mean there's a mystery in it, so it counts, but it's not a murder mystery. It's True to You by Becky. This is the Bradford sisters trilogy. This is the first book. So this trilogy follows 3 sisters in each book. In this one, you're following the oldest sister, and she works at like a library kind of, and a guy comes in wanting to find records of his mother, and so she helps him figure all of that out. But there is a mystery about his mom, there's a mystery about her parents, and so you kind of like unfold all of that as the book goes on. It's a really sweet romance, and it was just really cute and fun to read. So now we are on to the TBR, because yeah, I've gotten a bunch of Christian mysteries that I just haven't read yet. A couple names that we have seen a lot is Lynette Eason. She is a very popular Christian mystery writer, but I just haven't read any of her books. But I do have this one. This is the first book in the Elite Guardians series, so yeah, I'm glad that I have it. It's called Always Watching. I like that it's a light cover. I find a lot of my books are so dark, but yeah, I like that this one's light. So as I show these books, let me know what authors or books I should check out first, because it's kind of hard to choose. I don't really know what I want to read next, but yeah, so Lynette Eason is definitely an author that I am interested in. Irene Hannon is another one that I see on all the lists of Christian mystery authors. So this is Dangerous Illusions. It's the first book in the Code of Honor series. I haven't read it yet, but definitely want to. I have another Terri Blackstock book. I think this is the first book in a little series. It's called Evidence of Mercy. And again, just another mystery that I want to read eventually. Dani Petra, I want to read all of her books. I don't know why I'm not. It's just how things go. But this is book 2 in the next series that I want to read. It's the Chesapeake Valor series. I forget what the first book's called, but oh, Cold Shot. Yeah, Cold Shot is the first book, then Still Life is the second. And yeah, I just want to read everything Dani Petra has written. Also, she has a new series called The Killing Tide, I think, that I'm really interested in, so hopefully I can get my hands on that one too. My library has all of her books, so I could just read them through the library, but I want to own them because I love them. Like, I want to own Submerged, but I haven't even seen it in bookstores, you know? So anyways, I'm glad my library has all her books. So that is another one. This is another like popular author that I've never read from, and I don't really hear much about her, and yet I see her books everywhere. It's Brandilyn Collins. So this is Dark Justice. I don't know if it's a series or not, but yeah, this is another Christian mystery book. And I see this author like in bookstores a lot, but I just have never picked it up, and I haven't really heard anyone talk about her books, so very curious about it. I do have that. This is another author I haven't heard anything from, and I haven't really, yeah, I don't know much about what she writes, but I think it's all mysteries. So this is called Never Look Back by Kathy Herman, and this is book 2 in a Phantom Hollow series. So, and then I have, you guys probably have seen this, The Cost of Betrayal. This is like a little sampler, but I've read all the authors except Lynette Eason. That's another book. So yeah, I've got way more books that I haven't read than I have. When I was like going to make this video and make this list, I was like, oh, I haven't read as many as I thought I did. I think just because I've been looking at all the books so much, I feel like I've read them, but I actually haven't. So I definitely need to set some time to read all of the Christian authors that are definitely really great, but I just haven't read them yet. So yeah, there's my little video, guys. Hopefully you got some recommendations or ideas for what you would want to check out, and I will see you. Got cut off there, but I'm ending the video now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.